afternoon for everybody else, morning for me. I wanted to show you something that I got in the mail that I'm going to give a try. I have a lot of problems with my chickens spreading their feed all over the run where their feeders are kept, and problem with mice. It attracts mice when you have feed laying around. So I'm trying this feeder. It's called Grandpa's feeder, and it cost me over $100 for this thing, so it better work. But it's supposedly mouse rodent proof, wild bird proof, and it's also supposed to be waterproof. We'll see. But this is the little expensive feeder. Now when it's in full operation mode, there's a little screw on either side that when the birds step on the treadle, it opens the lid, prevents it from opening any further than that. And then when they step off, it closes. That's the part that's supposed to keep it waterproof and keep rodents out. When you're first teaching them to use it, you remove this screw so that it stays open all the time. It'll just sit on top of that screw. When you've got them used to finding their food there in that trough, then you drop it down to the second little setting so that when they come in, they're stepping on this and it's moving. Before that, it's not moving, but once you drop it into that second screw, then this will move a bit. So that gets them used to that this moves and that moves and it's okay. And then once they're used to doing that, then you take the screw and put it up in this top to keep it from opening all the way. And then it'll close. And so they have to then step on it in order to get to food. So for the first few days or so, it won't be mouse or wild bird proof. But once the chickens are used to it, it will be. Now I'm not entirely sure that this is going to work for the bantams. We might have to feed them separately. We'll see. But this is the setup I'm going to try. We've got all the excess feeds swept up out of the run, and I'm going to go and put feed in it and put it out there. We'll see how this works. And there it is, all set up. We'll see how long it takes them to decide that that's where their food is. But now it's set with the door open. So we'll give them a couple days to get used to it. Okay, it's been just about 2 weeks since I first started using that Grandpa's feeder. The one that they step on the treadle and it opens, and they step off and it closes. And it's supposed to keep mice and wild birds out. Well, it does. I have had no wild birds in here since I started using it the way it's supposed to be used, with the lid fully closed and the treadle set. Because you start out training them by putting a little screw so that it holds the door open, the feeder door. And little by little you lower it until it's fully closed and they get used to having to step on the treadle to open it. They did. I was a little concerned that they wouldn't. I was more concerned that the bantams wouldn't be heavy enough to do it. Well, I've been watching, and the bantams have been doing it, and even the lightest one can get it to work. If you listen no crazy wild birds. They were hanging around here, flying in and out, eating the feed, pooping in the water, pooping in the feed. And then, of course, the mice were getting all of the feed that was being knocked under the ground by the chickens because they're messy eaters. I'm going to show you what it looks like now. No feed on the ground. No birds getting in. The birds just step on that and they eat. Step off, it closes. And they're all doing it. So I'm pretty happy with it. I was concerned that I was spending a lot of money on something that was just going to get thrown away or not used. I'm happy with it, and I'm probably going to buy a second one, and I'm going to test one of them with my quail to see if I can get them to use it. They are probably about as heavy as the bantams, so they should be able to open it. And if that works with the quail, I have solved my rodent problem.